Hey guys, so this is going to be my first commentary video. It's something that I wanted to do for a while, so yeah. What better game to start with than Financial Treasure Island? This FNaF game has been pretty much part of my childhood. Been a massive fan of it for a really long time. And I just happened to have been joined into Radiance to finish this game once and for all. This is not exactly the version that I wanted to go with. However, it's the only one that has been released. So this is one I'm gonna have to pick. And as you can see, I've already beaten the game. That is because I actually tried to do this yesterday, but failed. So hopefully today I won't have any interruptions either. I'll share some stuff about the game as a developer. So we're gonna start from the very boring beginning. Not gonna be going through the intro because there isn't really anything to say about that part of the game really. So yeah, the tips screen is something that's been pretty much necessary to add to the game. The phone calls are unfortunately they can't explain everything without making things sound really awkward. Uh, so this while this looks bad and is feels kind of out of place, it's kind of necessary. Oh yeah, forgot to tell you guys. I do have the VTuber model down there. It's also something that I wanted to do for a long time as well. Uh, Not exactly what I wanted to pick for a VTuber model, but I still haven't redesigned this persona yet. So I'm still gonna be a giant floating robot head for a while. I am planning to do more of these commentary videos in the future. I'm not picking YouTube as my job, of course. My main passion is still making games. So, yeah, and considering it's spooky month right now, maybe I'll play some more horror games as well. Because I did grow up with this genre, and I do have a few favorite picks. So yeah, here we go. I have my coffee with me in case I get bored and lose all my energy to be focused on this game.
Hey Jake, this is Greg. Thanks so much for doing this again.
Hey,
Be
buddy.
sure
Oh
to give me
wait,
some
that's
extra
not the
credit when I
voice.
finish up with these papers. I know this can be a bit overwhelming, especially since you're just an intern, but I know...
Shut up. I can pretty much say everything else myself. Uh, just want to say it's kind of surprising that okay, yeah, it does. The tips here do fade away kind of too quickly, but it does kind of surprise me that there are some YouTubers that completely miss the tip screen and then never figure out the standing still mechanic. Anyway, though, uh, we don't have to worry about the power in this night because I specifically made it so that you can't really run out of it on this night because it's supposed to be somewhat of a chill night, minus PNM hunting you down and stuff. Uh, so for the other mechanics, we have turning off the lights, which is essentially supposed to be a combination of hiding under the desk and shutting off the power in FNaTI 2.0. Uh, and I can't really say whether this is a better idea or not. Considering that for one, you can press the button just once and you can just sit here, but it does feel kind of fresh in a way. And you can also see your enemies in the dark. But at the same time, you can't use the monitor anymore. And then there's this mechanic which I do not like. This is called standing still, yet it feels like you're holding your breath. Which a lot of non-English speakers do actually confuse this mechanic for. And I'll be honest, I don't really blame them. Because, besides, holding a button isn't standing still. Standing still is just this. Not moving whatsoever. That's what standing still should be. But oh well. We always make sure to find better ways to make the gameplay more interesting. Well, not. I don't really know why I said that, but oh well. Okay. Uh, Probably one last thing to talk about. Actually, no, there's still quite a lot to talk about. But at the same time, uh, the nights are kind of long and boring. Like this game. Oh, he's gone. There he is. He's cooking something. What you cooking, PNM? Um, right. So, one thing that a lot of people should know is that there's a consequence for keeping the lights off for too long. The consequence being, the light bulb will short circuit and will no longer work. Why? Well, we don't actually have a canonical reason. I do, however, have a headcanon myself that is basically just paranormal activities and stuff. Uh, there was supposed to be a different punishment for keeping the lights off for too long. IPNM. There was supposed to be an enemy that we called Shadow Mickey feeding in while you keep the lights off for too long. Unfortunately, we felt that it's kind of too, how do we say this, weird. And we basically didn't like it, and it was, I guess also kind of anticlimactic in a way. So we removed that. Uh, okay, well that's not good. The timing here was pretty poor. But yeah, you might have also realized that P&M has two poses in the meat freezer. When he's up close, that either means he's gonna go to the kitchen, aka Cam 10, the bathroom, that I just shut off, in the lounge. And if he is further away, that means he's guaranteed to go into the office straight away. Oh no, I hallucinated. And once again, he's guaranteed to go into my office. B&M, go away. Come again tomorrow. Because you're too slow and I'm gonna miss you. I don't remember when we added this fog on the roof. But it's a good thing we did. That's the atmosphere. Oh god. Oh shit. Hello, NSM. And it's fancy to see you here. In these modern graphics that do not suit you well at all. We did it. We beat the boredom by yapping through it. Oh my god. What's this? This totally doesn't feel like I'm playing as a completely different character placed in a completely different room. I speak her language, guys. I know it very well. Sorry, I don't know what that even was. I'm supposed to pretend that I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm gonna have to splice this part here. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So to explain what that was, my mom actually came back home and my dogs were barking. But thankfully I helped her out just now. So we can continue now. This boring ass game. I'm kidding. Anyway. Uh
Jake? Hello?
hello.
Oh, hey, it's me, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Greg told me he left you.
Fuck off. Okay, this is where we actually have to start worrying about power, at least a little bit. It's still slow. Jeez, Oswald's already moving. Yeah. It's still slow, but it is actually possible to run out of power in this night. People usually like to constantly flicker it like that, but I don't like doing that. Mainly because you also get punished for flickering the light too fast. And you know, in games sometimes you can't really tell uh, when they actually detect that you're spamming the button. Especially if it punishes you for it. Focus. By the way, this room might look too different from the rest of them. That's because this specific room was made by Malred. And at least at the time, he had a very different, like, graphical style, so to speak. Like, it's kind of distinct, you know. Ah, don't worry about. You're nothing to worry about. You're not gonna do anything to me. Oh, you're already doing something to me that I don't like. Right, so Donald. Initially, he's not. Initially, he's not supposed to actually block your view. That's something that we added kind of later on. And fun fact, he was the only enemy in the entire game that had an entering animation. He would pop out from behind the desk over here. I'm not gonna lie, the blocking your view thing is definitely a good addition. I do gotta say though that it's not always effective. It's mainly a problem when Oswald is in the office. Because if Disembodied is facing front and is completely hiding Oswald's position in the office, which is right here, that's gonna be a big problem. Also, Donald is quieter than he usually is, so there's a strat for Roll20 mode, where you basically just completely ignore him unless you see a black flash and you can't see anyone else come in. He's mainly only a problem when he's in the front, because once again he completely hides Oswald. Who's nearby? Oswald again, goddamn. Please, PNM, you got up your game. You RNG inducing rat. Yeah, so because of the way PNM actually works, he's pretty much the most RNG inducing character in the game. Because your mom doesn't like you. I know, that was mean. I'm sorry, guys. What did I want to talk about again? I don't know. I swear to God there was something I wanted to talk about, or I forgot what. Oh yeah, by the way, there's gonna be no censorship in my videos. Unless it's something that can get me banned. Because once again, because of where I live, I'm low on power. Because of where I live, I can't have any income on YouTube anyway. So I'm not gonna have YouTube as a job. Not just because I can, not just because I can't, but because I genuinely just don't want to. This is just something I'm doing for fun, once again. Yeah, maybe I screwed myself over just now, actually. By not turning off the lights. Just constantly yapping. You know, I was supposed to have a macro deck set up to control my emotions, but now I had to use the keyboard. Hi, I'm looking at you right now. Right into your soul. Off. Someone pinged me in Discord. I can't check that. Percent power, uh-oh. Fun fact, if it's around 30% power, like, or slightly below, and it's 5 AM, you pretty much don't have to worry about losing power anymore. Unfortunately, we're below 20 already, so we still have to worry about it, probably. Maybe I'm just wrong. Okay, we're good. Oh no, I'm back here. In the totally not NBD inspired room. What do you want? Oh my god, it just ran by. Oh my god, animation. I'm not used to seeing animations of FNaF. Oh my god, what is this Shadow Mickey thing? Yeah, so, these cutscenes, they are pointless. They're actually just meant to be filler. But they are ever so slightly metaphorical, I guess. Uh, basically, Henry, uh, Mother put Henry in a cage and is messing with him. And so she ends up eventually killing him. That's pretty much it.
Hello?
Uh,
Hello, is anyone there?
uh,
If anyone is hearing this, my name is Henry.
sorry buddy, the
I
microphone on
don't
my
have much
phone broke.
time. I'm
Just
one
kidding,
of
I
the
just stopped picking it
SSA's
up.
interns. I'm stuck in pirate caverns. Please, whoever finds this message, help me. I know a lot of things about this place. I can't say it all over the phone. They could be listening. Just please come get me.
Anyway, this is where we actually have to start worrying about losing power now. And Acephalus, I guess. So, funny thing though, when I was beta testing the game, before I was actually acquired to make animations and code the game. Ah, no! I'll think about it. Go away. Oh okay. That was a cam shut off character. So, Mini has a close-up render, right? So I thought I was supposed to do something else other than shut off the camera, right? Well, turning off the lights worked. Once, and then never again. Speaking of the devil. Speaking of the woman. I'm just kidding. I'm straight, I can't hate women. Yeah, so, as it turns out, I did the wrong thing. I was supposed to shut off the camera. What I actually ended up using is an emergency mechanic, which was something what hiding under the desk was initially meant to be for. Hello once again, Nightmare Suicide Mouse. I can't talk over you, Donald. Yes, so, hiding under the desk was always meant to be an emergency mechanic. Which is extremely RNG-inducing, but it's basically your last resort if you ever run out of cameras. Here's the same thing, except this time, the character leaving becomes less likely every time you do it. Yeah, that's pretty much what I ended up using, fortunately. I try my best not to use emergency mechanics, because, you know, they're extremely RNG, and when they do actually work, you kind of feel like you're cheating. And I'm officially out of things to talk about. So I'm gonna look like this throughout the rest of the playthrough. Sorry, I don't speak English. I keep forgetting it. Oh hey Pluto. He is right here, growling at me. And he's gone. He's supposed to be an Easter egg, but he kind of isn't in this game, to be honest. Just seeing him isn't really surprising anymore, considering how common he actually is. And fun fact, I was actually tasked to make it so that he appears more likely every night. Except for night 6 and custom night. It doesn't appear there. No. I'm gonna ignore you. Oh hey, it's this ambience. Fun fact. This ambience that's playing in the background right now is supposed to be the one that plays when the character is near the office. Oh boy, not doing too good with power. But we pretty much all agree that it doesn't really work for it, so we decided to make this one of the random ambiences and make a new one for when they're nearby. Up your... That's where. You gotta wonder how they hear the camera shot off through the roof. But oh well. Oh shit. I almost screwed myself over. Another fun fact for old 20 mode though, by the way. It's best to shut off cameras that you never shut off before, because of the mechanic where each time you shut off one camera, that camera will reboot more every time. And now for the free roam section. That I would speedrun, but there are just a couple things to explore here. I'll speedrun this part though. In fact, the battery, flashlight, the flashlight and the camera were actually supposed to share one battery, but we ended up realizing that that doesn't make sense. Anyway, this room exists, and no one comes into it, and it's supposed to have its own ambience. Sorry, you probably didn't hear it behind the camera flash. This room has its own ambience. I don't really remember what our goal with it was. And another thing, the face is supposed to be able to appear in this position. So I can flash the camera here. Okay, we're running out of camera flashes. Okay, we're good. We no longer need to use the camera flash. Speedrun time. Just kidding. Hey look, it's a Dator from Blue Moon. An earlier model of him at least. Oh no, it's Andrew Nocturna in a Mickey suit. Kidding. Hold on. There's a little something that you have to trigger here. There we go. How come you didn't appear earlier on my last playthrough, huh? Anyway, I'm gonna walk right through you. You're not gonna do anything. Because you're a little scaredy dog. Oh yeah, also, Undying will kill you if you try to flash him, and that's because, he can sense heat from the camera flash. Leave me alone. No. This scene was supposed to look a lot different in the earlier phases of the game. Sadly, it looked so bad that Nocturna was kind of embarrassed. Frankly, all of the beta version of Pirate Cameras looked so bad he was embarrassed. Also, there are a few cameos in these drawings. Try to find them, guys. And yeah, pee jars. I mean, hey, we all have to survive somehow. Especially when we're on the floor that has no bathroom. Okay. Now the face is active. The only character in the main game that reacts to the lights being off. I gotta apply a little bit more focus here, considering that this night is also going to be boring. Especially because I ran out of things to talk about. Oh, sorry, I meant I ran out of things to talk about. So I'm gonna just sit here like this. Hold on, are these even working? Yeah, it's working. Okay, hey, if you guys don't want me to look bored, I can, hi, Pluto. You look happy. Oh, shit! Oh. Now I can look pissed. And I can look sad. You really made me cry, Donald. Didn't have to do that. Okay, whatever. Moment of silence from my favorite random ambience. Oh yeah, one more thing to mention. You can talk of the light while standing still. We didn't add that level of realism because we thought this was gonna be too hard or too annoying to deal with. But not gonna lie, I think the game would have been better if we actually added that. Just a little better. You know, when we released this game, it was actually extremely hype. And we finally finished FNaTI after 6 years. And we even timed everything with the launch trailer. Yeah, I was extremely excited myself. Kinda sucks that this game but we didn't put enough care into it, and it ended up aging like milk. Sorry, I'm genuinely not good at talking. I don't end up doing that a lot. Well, I ended up not doing that enough in my life. Sorry to like vent a little bit here. Can't see Oswald behind you, you dick. You duck. You dick duck. You duck dick. Ah, shit. And I sure do wonder what he's talking about. Because I don't know this guy. I am also hoping to make a video on Oblivious Casa as well. Maybe a few fan games. FNaTI The Revenge is something that a lot of people avoid because it's the most infamous FNaTI fan game of all time. And for a pretty good reason as well. God damn it. God damn it. That's something that you should have went in all-20 mode. So, while I was playing the game, hold on, this is getting less boring now. When I was testing the game, I realized a little exploit that I can do for all-20 mode, and that is I can wait for more enemies to come in. I basically shut off one camera to get rid of all of them, basically killing 3 birds with 1 stone. And I realized just how bad this exploit really is, so I pretty much ended up enforcing it on all-20 mode. So you had to figure out when exactly they're about to kill you, and then you had to wait for more enemies to come in before shutting off a camera. That's something that you should do in all-20 mode at all times, except for when... What was that? Except for when that happens. Jeez. I think I shut off 2 cameras at the same time by holding space. I don't want to test that out right now. I think I'm gonna test that out like next night. Really shut off the meat freezer? Wait a second, what? Okay, we just got to 5 AM and thankfully it's around 30%, so we don't have to manage the power anymore. How many times did we get rid of the face, by the way? I wanted to actually show his render on the roof, because I think it looks cool. But oh well. You gotta be kidding. Wow, the face only attacked like once or twice, I think. He only attacked once in my last playthrough, though. Oh no, it's the Shadow Mickey thing. It's really making me shake in my boots. I don't know why, but it's been staring at me for such a long time now. Oh no, where did the Shadow Mickey thing go? Ah! It's going to kill me or something like that, I think. It doesn't look like it's killing me, but it probably is. Anyway, Undying. Works exactly the same as Acephalus. Oh my god. That one reference. I sure do wonder what they're saying. Okay. Gotta focus. Did I turn on the right mode? Should. Yeah. Okay. You sure about that? Okay, I don't have to hyper focusing this night. Yeah, get fucked, Donald. Pretty sure everyone has been in the office. Well. I gotta make sure not to do the same mistake on my that I did on my last playthrough and turn off the lights for too long. There's that render. Did you guys think it looks cool? I think it looks cool. No more territory. Yeah, so if a standstill character or a turn off light character comes in, and there is a camera shut off character in the office, you gotta immediately shut off the camera first, so that you can have time to get rid of everyone else. Hi, Pluto. I hope no one else is in the office right now. Okay, thank God. I did not mean to do that. Ah! God! That was bullshit. No, ask God. Not the character. Sorry, that was too mean. You can't talk like that to ugly people. You can't talk like that to humans anyway. Oh. It's screw Donald. I really hope my audio hasn't been messing up throughout this whole playthrough. Because it sometimes was during testing. Oh no! Ah, I used the emergency mechanic. Man. Oh, well, that's not good. Man, I'm getting hungry. But I gotta eat after I beat Night 6. You know, the final boss that nobody likes. Even we don't like the final boss in this game. You know, I just want to comment. It's crazy to think that people, not you, people look at these things and still think they're costumes. Like, we specifically made them to look like anything but costumes. With the way they're cartoonish and melted. And yet people still somehow think they're costumes. I don't know if that's still the case up to this day, but after this game released, I saw like multiple people on YouTube still call them costumes. Even though that's not true at all. No. Okay, we don't have to do any more power management. Why did I shut off Lee's? Where did it? I like the Cephalus's voice better when it wasn't low pitched, to be honest. But I've been told to make it low pitched because it sounded too human. Well, I didn't, so. This looks like getting jump scared by Nightmare with their Foxy right before you beat the night.
One unheard message.
Hey Jake, I'm a little late to notify you about this. My apologies.
Okay.
I'm just leaving you a message to let you know that we're gonna need more time. I know you probably want to get out there, but there's been a few issues over here at base, and you're gonna have to stay at the island for a little bit longer. I'm super sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it. Just try and keep everything stable, and you'll be completely fine. I'm sure of it. I'll notify you when we're ready to pick you up as soon as possible. Thanks, and good night.
Don't look up what the sound of hourglass being formed is made from. Anyway, you can see it sent us straight to the menu without throwing us to night 6 and then unlock the night select. That's because, due to the way hourglass works, we expected everyone to go back into the nights and learn each character's starting position. Yeah, the final boss was kind of a mistake. Anyway, let's get this over with. Not saying the final boss shouldn't have been added at all, it's just that we should have probably kept its past mechanics. Which I'll get into soon. Hold on, I just need to remind myself what the code to the vault is. Fun fact.
Hello?
The way I made the time
It's
not
me,
work here
Henry.
is because I kept stopping the timer.
I don't know if this is getting out there.
Like the continuous
but
timer,
after
so now
days of
the
trial
camera
and
glitching
error,
doesn't work
I finally
properly.
figured out the code to the 3rd floor of the caverns.
Also, oh my god, the Shadow Mickey thing keeps appearing every time I flip down the camera monitor.
They thought I was crazy, but I knew it. It's actually down here. It wasn't just some dumb legend that the locals made up. For anyone who's hearing this, the code is 3497. I repeat, 3497. Those things
Okay,
are still after me.
3497.
I don't know how much time I have left.
I got plenty, dude. Okay. So my strategy that I kept basically from last night, usually it's checking cams 5. Okay, he's standing still here right now. Checking cam 5, 8, and 9 all the time, but now it's if I already know his position, it's checking cam 9. Just so that I know he came from the roof. Okay, so he didn't. That means he is on cam 3 and 4. Which that will mean I have to shut off the camera. But if I don't actually know that he starts there, I actually decide to check those as well. His mechanic in the past versions of the game was a lot simpler than how it is here. Hold on, I gotta get rid of him again. Okay, he's a standing character now. So the way he worked before is supposed to be you're supposed to check his position in the office instead of his starting position. So if he is at the doors, you have to shut off the camera. If he's in the middle of the room, you'd have to turn off the light. And if he's up close, you would have to stand still. I think another strategy is just checking the lounge instead. But I think for me this is easier. Because there is something else I know about him. And it's that he will not use the same mechanic twice. He will always change it every time you get rid of him. Sorry, I sneezed. Oh, another thing to note. Hold on. Every time you shut off a camera from him, you waste power. That's something you should keep in mind as well. Okay. Wait. Okay, yeah, we're good. Gotta hyperfocus. Wait, that's happy. Oh, gotta hyperfocus. Wait, okay, I think he should be a standing still character now. Okay, thank God. Okay. Shut off camera. This night took me a couple of times on my last playthrough. And still. Okay, shut off camera. Sometimes it's best to say what his mechanic should be. Okay, turn off light. Because the time he takes to go away is kind of random. Shut off camera. And still. I don't like yours. I'm not happy. Okay. I don't remember which cameras I shut off. Stand still. Stand still. What do I have? Oh, not good. Cut off camera. Stand still. Not quite. Stand still. Turn off light. I almost screwed myself. Okay, stand still. Wait, stand still? Wait a second. Oh yeah. Yeah. Turn off light. Uh-oh, my power is red. Okay, shut off camera. I just saw him. Hello, pawn. I might be screwed. Turn off light. Come on! Shut off camera. Oh my god, time! Oh. Okay, we did it. That was close. I don't want to play that again. It all comes down to this funny pun. We go down the elevator anyway, speedrun. We did it. There's something I gotta show on floor 3 as well, though. That everyone missed. Again, I don't blame them, because the cursor, whenever you can go to, like, a side room or something, the arrow doesn't point left or right. It always points either up or down. So I don't blame them. Fun fact, you can actually input this. And the kill button does actually work. Aw man, what do you mean this doesn't work? Oh well. 3, 4, 9. Oh, could probably figure it out. Oh my god, guys, it's here, the vault. Anyway, in this hallway with the vault, you can actually go to these side rooms. And, hello here. And according to my last playthrough, she's not gonna appear ever again. But she's actually— oh, hello there. It flashed. She can't kill you, by the way. She's, mainly like an Easter egg here. Look, there's a photo here. I don't know what it is, probably doesn't mean anything. Okay. Oof. I kinda wish I could skip the credits, but I gotta talk about there as well, probably. Just a little bit. These two sounds are completely different and do not work together. But finding sound effects is not that easy, so... Terrible jump scare.
It's here, my children.
You know, funny enough, her turning white is actually supposed to be an implication. But it didn't work, so we don't care. One warning. Someone's name I actually forgot to change in the credits for like 2 pages. There's the programming page where I did actually change their name as they requested. But I forgot to do it everywhere else, so my bad. Oh my god, here I am in programming and sound design. I'm in a credit for graphic design. Nick? Look, I'm credited for modeling. Meanwhile, the only things I actually modeled were are a single like handle for a door, and for the desk, and also Pluto. Because we lost his model once. That sure don't look like Five Nights at Freddy's, but okay. I'm kidding. It's just supposed to show different versions of FNaTI. Markiplier's in the special things. How come did he not play the game? No way, outrageous. Nah. Personally, I don't understand why. I have like 3 theories as to why he didn't play this game. Not like he had to, of course. He can do what he wants, really. Well, for one, he did play The End of Disney, which was not an official FNaTI game. Unfortunately, he did actually confuse it for an official FNaTI game. And when he found out that it's not an official game, which by the way Ennard himself actually told him, he was probably really embarrassed. My second theory is that he probably just didn't think this game looked good enough. He probably came to a conclusion that there's probably some improvements going on in the background, which is correct. We have been actually working on 6.5, even after 6.0 released. Because we were pretty much already not satisfied with our result. But hey, we did manage to break the curse of FNaTI, so that's great. And my third theory is too many people hate us, and he knows that, so he assumes that we're actually bad people, and therefore is avoiding playing our games. That one's probably a stretch, and honestly, I hope so. Anyway, unlock Custom Night in Classic mode. Not gonna play Custom Night yet, but I had to take a break right now, because, you know, been recording for quite a while now. And my throat's getting a little sore. And classic mode is going to be even more boring than the main game. So yeah, I'll see you guys after I take a break. Well, that took too long. Alright, time for nostalgia bait. You know, when I was a kid, I thought this menu music was the scariest thing ever. Boy, this is gonna be... embarrassing.
Hey, buddy, it's Greg here.
Hey, buddy.
So sorry again for making you do this.
So,
you are an intern after all. But we're still over
So
here in
you're an
Alabama
intern,
getting our
therefore we don't
equipment
really
ready
care
before
about
we head off to
computings
where
and
you
stuff
are.
like that, so
We are
do your job
professionals,
things.
so we need to keep track of our stuff so we don't look stupid. Anyway, though, so if you're familiar with the lore of the place, then you've probably heard of the photo-negative Mickey costume that wanders around. Thing is, though, you look like someone who doesn't care. You just want to let your time run out and get your credits. But if you do care, then listen up. That thing, from what we've heard, it can only hear. He can't see anything. So that means if he wanders into your office, then shut off one of your cameras. I know it sounds strange, but if you make a loud sound, that will lure the suit out of your office. You may have a small window of opportunity to react, so be quick about it. Alright, I'll leave it up to you. Oh, and by the way, don't screw up any of our equipment.
There is an Easter egg where Greg is being replaced by either Anart or Puberty. But I'd like to get this mode over with because I'm kind of embarrassed with how classic mode has turned out. For one, every sprite in this mode is actually stretched. And that is because Nocturna actually wanted this mode to not really look like how it's originally supposed to, but rather look like an old gameplay from like Markiplier or something. But that's not really the most embarrassing part. The most embarrassing part is that this is the mechanics here are inaccurate from how Anart actually intended them to be. And not just the mechanics, pretty much a bunch of stuff is inaccurate. And the thing is, the inaccuracy kind of did a toll on this. And now this mode is a lot less fun to play. Thankfully, I believe we did actually make the time shorter. Pretty sure every hour is supposed to advance by 45 seconds. Also, not gonna lie, I'd actually prefer PNM teleported, but oh well. So hopefully this shouldn't take too long. Hi. At the same time though, this is gonna be really boring. At least this is not gonna be as boring as the custom night challenges that you have to beat. There's also a little something I kind of forgot to talk about. Just a little tiny part about how Mother came to be. It's not gonna be it's not anything big, but basically, when Shadow Mickey was a thing, and when we kept playing around with Shadow Mickey, aka the scrap mechanic for when you turn off the lights for too long, Nocturne basically just had this random idea of, hey, what if Mick Mick was God? And it does seem like a random idea, but not gonna lie, it actually worked really well. It kind of portrays the corporate nature of Mickey Mouse in a pretty good way, because, you know, sometimes he's a minor nuisance like PNM over here. Sometimes he's the biggest evil ever. But yeah, I think Mother came as a pretty successful idea, in my opinion. A lot of people don't like her, for whatever reason, but oh well.
Hello?
We are not going to be listening to you, because frankly all the phone calls are too loud. And excuse the sounds that my turtle is making behind me, and there's nothing that really can do about that. I forgot. Anyway, yeah, the phone calls are loud, and that is not really a mistake. And they're all equally as loud. They don't just seem loud, they just are. Oh god, Donald's about to appear. Those strategies I talked about for main games all 20 mode are gonna have to apply in Night 5 in this mode. Which means that you're gonna have to ignore Disembodied. Which is gonna be even worse, considering that he's even louder in this game. In this mode, I mean. To confirm though, Memories mode is 100% going to be better in every way. Just to get this out of the way, we're learning. I'm not going to apply that strategy today, sorry Donald. And yeah, the characters also react to the camera shutoffs whenever they're not in the office. You know, for accuracy. Because that's something that was a thing in NART's builds. And is also a mistake that we should not have been doing. You know, sometimes I like to just orientate the camera here a little so that I don't have to keep scrolling left and right, so that I can see PNM better. And the whole shtick of the cameras rebooting every time you shut one of them off. I mean, each camera taking longer to reboot than where you shut them off. It is something that Aaron intended himself, but I don't think it's actually something that we included in classic mode. So you don't gotta worry about that here if you're playing 6.0. But once again, well, not once again, I never really said this, but I just recommend to wait for 6.5. Once again, I'm not being biased. It's actually going to be better in every way. And I'm not being an egoist right now because I'm not doing really much coding work for 6.5. The only thing I'm being asked to do is code Memories mode and animate. You might as well fuck off. Yeah, Pirate Cameras is going to be the worst offender here. Because it's quite literally unfinished. I'm going to be like... Wait. Yeah, okay, that's the right mode. I'm going to be like this throughout this whole section. Except for this, because we actually edited a whole new phone call for this one. Isn't that cool?
Hey, bud, it's Greg again. This is going to be a short call, because I forgot to mention that you're going to the caverns tonight. Whenever you feel like it, just go into the amusement area that used to be called Pirate Caverns. There's some unmentionables in there. And since you're so used to being in the dark these past couple nights, this should be no problem. Alright, don't screw it up.
The editing is not 1-to-1, but I doubt it actually would be anyway. So I think it's accurate enough. Another note. The face is also not accurate. Mechanic-wise, because for one, he's not supposed to progress to your office. He's supposed to randomly appear whenever you put it down. And second, something that we, or at least I, found out fairly recently is that these noises that he makes whenever he progresses or gets into the office shut your... he's not supposed to play these noises during the main nights. He's actually supposed to do them in Pirate Caverns. These vent sounds are supposed to be like sounds of him teleporting around the map. Because he has questionably complex movement mechanic in Pirate Caverns, apparently. That I don't think was necessary at all, to be honest. But hey, whatever. I'm also just not a fan of how I use the second bank for him leaving. I just feel like it doesn't make sense. Oh hey, got one of the only 2 Easter eggs in this mode. The other one is Pluto, who's an actual Easter egg, unlike in the main game. But yeah, we have all pretty much agreed that Classic mode is an embarrassment. We really did not know how to handle it right. But actually, I might have incorporated the mechanic of the cameras taking longer to reboot every time you show one off. Oh yeah, also Minis supposed to appear in Night 4, but not officially, weirdly enough. He's actually supposed to be the Golden Freddy of the game, and we never knew. So. I'm tired of you. I hate the fact that the camera shutoffs actually react on Donald. I mean, work on Donald when Aaron Key's not in the office either. One thing that I gotta say though, the strategy of waiting until more characters get into the office is actually simpler in Classic mode. Because the characters actually take like two whole seconds longer to kill you. Because that's the amount of time they take to kill you in the original demo, actually. Okay, I've officially run out of things to talk about. Okay, time for the worst part of the mode. Survive for 1 minute. Yeah, sure, that's totally something you're supposed to be doing. Fun fact, in this position, the face doesn't appear ever. So you should be totally fine. The reason he doesn't appear is because he doesn't have a renderer in these positions. And we can't make new ones because we were afraid of making the game instantly inaccurate and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna sit through this one because thankfully it just takes 1 minute. Because I'm pretty sure I actually made the face quickly kill you in this segment. Such an awesome character on lock screen. That was sarcastic, by the way. Okay. Now we're up to the really boring stuff. Have a heart, please. You don't gotta be such a dick.
Wanna see my head come out?
I still don't know why that line plays only in your right ear. But I guess it just does. Fuck, Donald. The face still attacks you faster, kills you faster than everyone else, considering his simple mechanic. Like, he's still not really a threat either. I just realized you gotta be focused too. Because if I don't get focused, if I don't focus, I'm going to die, and I'm going to have to redo this whole thing again. Well, this is not much of an issue considering that we didn't really progress much. Hey, look, it's Minnie. Who acts exactly the same as everyone else, except she kills her faster as well. I wanted to make her special, at least in some way or another. But considering we didn't really have much information, I didn't know how to. I can't think of a show that things to talk about. Finally, an excuse to get rid of him. I'm sorry that you guys had to sit through that. That's how that's going to become necessary. Man, Oswald's gonna appear in the office again. He's... You gotta make sure not to listen to that one line. I think I'm going to cut out every single part that Donald appears in. Make sure not to screw yourself over.
Hear me. I know you hear this. Please help me out here. I'm still here.
Rinse and repeat for night 5, everybody.
Bless your soul. Hear me. Billy, where are you going? I only ask you to listen. God, where are you going? Have mercy on me, please. I only ask you to listen. God. God. God.
Being here would prove
I know you hear me still. Don't listen to this one.
Oh yeah. One small thing I forgot to mention. I'm pretty sure Classic Mode actually has a separate save file. There's nothing really to it though, so. And I could be wrong. Oh god, that was too slow of a reaction time for me.
Where are you going? Bless your soul. God. This is easy. God. 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 Have mercy on me, please. I only ask you to listen.
Oh, that took too long.
God. God. I know you hear me still. Please bless me and help me out here. God. This is easy. Have mercy on me, please.
Finally.
Want to see my head come off?
Okay. So one more thing I'm going to do here is do Nightmare. And after that, I'm probably going to actually split the video again. Because after Nightmare, I have to beat multiple other challenges which are extremely boring and are even easier than any of the nights in the main game. So yeah. But I beat Nightmare without strategy. Hopefully the emotes work. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, so to recap the strategy, keep saving the power by turning off the lights. Whenever a character that you have to shut off a camera for comes in, wait a little bit so that more characters come in so that you can get rid of all of them by shutting off one camera. Man, I sure do wonder what he meant by that. Also, we saw Lost Mickey. That's cool. Unless, however, a character that you have to stand still for or turn off the lights for come in at the same time as any of the cam shut off ones. Then you get rid of all the cam shut off ones first, immediately. And ignore the shades. And ignore Donald. Unless he's in the front, then he's gonna be an issue. Okay. Feel like I might have almost broken my lights. You gotta be fucking kidding! God! Why the fuck was the clicking not working? I'm gonna fucking die, dude. But you're also gonna need to make sure to know how long you kept the lights on. And also, it will probably hurt. It will probably be good to remember that Undying has a noise cue from when he leaves, just in case. Just in case the black flash like keeps confusing you or something. Didn't see anything. You gotta be kidding. Go away, go away, go away, go away. I hate when that happens, dude. Such stupid timing. I also ignore these loud noises that they keep making. I mean nothing. Surprisingly, this is actually easier than Night 6. Hopefully that's not going to curse my run right now. Oh no, is someone else here? No, 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 no. Jesus. Oh god, I didn't notice I'm dying. Okay, we don't have to do any power management. Just realized we're perfectly fine with power. Okay. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. But now there's also True Nightmare. There's also gonna be True Nightmare, which is definitely gonna be pretty difficult. First, I gotta beat these really boring challenges. This is why, personally, I think that just presets for their AI values are honestly not enough to make actual fun challenges. I think they should have more to them. I'm not gonna be glazing another fan game right now, but I actually heard that Abided Freddy's is apparently the first and probably one of the only fan games that actually adds more to the challenges. Other than just giving the enemies presets for their AI values. And not gonna lie, as much as I didn't like that game on my first playthrough, I think that's actually a really good idea. So props to them for that. Again, not glazing, just kinda letting my minor frustrations out, because once again, these are gonna be really boring. And I'm going to actually stop the recording for this first. So yeah, see you after I unlock all the characters in True Nightmare. Okay, here we are now. So, for some reason I kept thinking of more things to add for starting All-20 mode, but there kind of isn't anything really. Except for another thing that was in the beta that I forgot to mention. Initially, Mascot, PNM, and Undying were supposed to have their mechanics swapped. So we would have to turn off the lights for Undying, even in the main nights, making SF was the only main night character that you had to stand still for. In my opinion, that would have been better. However, there is actually a reason why we decided not to do that. I'm not gonna blatantly say it, so yeah. Anyway, we're off. This is going to be the only max mode I'll ever do, by the way, because I really suck at them, actually. Okay. Hyperfocus. Sure you do. I almost didn't see Sparky. Speaking of which, don't you think? Did you guys think it's kind of crazy that he starts in the kitchen of all things? Uh-oh, who else? Who else is here? Jeez. This is probably gonna be harder than I thought. Both of you! God! Yeah, for Pete, you don't have to watch the camera. You just have to select it. Good that Minnie was there. No! I don't remember how many times I shut off the bathroom. That's a funny line. The way it glitches is hilarious. Oh no, go away, go away, go away! God, fucking damn it. No, 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 go away! Oh my god, dude! Jesus fucking Christ! Leave me alone! Oh my god! That was such a huge waste of cameras. God damn it, I'm screwed. Fuck off, all of you. I came just in time, Sparky. Fuck me. Camera's better, I shut it off less. I love that timing. Go away. Go away, go, 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 go! Fuck. I don't think I shut that one off yet. Oh my god, you took fucking forever! Ugh. When is it gonna be 5 AM? I don't want to do power management anymore. Wait.
Want to see my head come off?
Ugh. Lord have mercy. Why there? Dick. No, leave all of you! Fuck you, man! Like, here you go, guys. The first time you ever heard me rage at a game. Not too rare for me to do that, unfortunately. I already forgot about power management. Of course I have. I think Pete is the real problem here.
Why do I exist?
So, thing is... if I let go of the stand still button, there's a chance that... there's a chance that the stand still characters will kill me. Okay, maybe not.
Want to see my head come off?
Go away, Sparky. Go away, all of you!
Hey.
Maybe I should have turned the lights back on, actually. Awful. I think I haven't shut off the lounge for a long time.
Hey.
was lucky. What am I gonna do once again? Oh my god, I almost pulled out the monitor and screwed myself over. Go away, all of you. I did not like what was going on there. Okay, it's around 30. No more power management. No. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, Project EI. It's mean. Oh my god, numbers, really? Hey. Got it. Repeat classic mode, repeat night 6, repeat normal 21, repeat to nightmare. Okay. That was kind of a doozy. But anyway, that's pretty much it now. So... okay. Yeah, this game is, it aged like milk. But hey, at least it broke the curse that FNaTI had for a long time. And if you actually managed to watch through all this, I can't thank you enough, because I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I have a lot of problems on my own. But I just want to have fun, you know. But there is something that you want me to have a commentary on. You can just tell me, and I may or may not do it. But yeah, see you later.